Welcome to Mutale TV. Today in chemistry O level, we'll be looking at types of chemical bonds. So, a chemical bond are forces that hold atoms together in compounds. Atoms bond in order to reach stable electron arrangements. The three main bond types studied in school chemistry and are ionic, covalent, and metallic bonding. Ionic bonding happens when electrons move from one atom to another. This normally occurs between a metal and a non-metal. The metal loses electrons and becomes a positive ion, while the non-metal gains electrons and becomes a negative ion. The opposite charges attract each other strongly. Here on this diagram, we can see electrons transferring from one atom to another. In the next lesson, I will illustrate this properly. So, for example, this is supposed to be a sodium chloride, but I will show this properly in the next lesson as we also look at the attributes or characteristics of these bonding types. So the properties are high melting point and conducts electricity when dissolved. So these are the two properties. We'll look at more of these later. Then covalent bonding. Covalent bonds form when atoms share electrons. This normally occurs between nonmetals. Sharing electrons allows atoms to fill their outer shells. So in the next lesson, I'll also illustrate this properly. So for example, we find covalent bonds in H2O, CO2, and CH4. So properties are generally lower melting points and poor electrical conductors. Now, metallic bonding. Metallic bonding occurs in metals. Metal atoms release some electrons which move freely throughout the structure. This creates a sea of electrons surrounding positive metal ions. So, for example, copper, iron, and aluminium. So the properties are that these have good electrical and heat conductivity. So this is just a table summary. Just look at this for a while. Then homework. Define ionic bonding. What is a covalent bond? Why do metals conduct electricity? Identify the bond type in NaCl, H2O, CO2, and MgO. Draw a diagram showing a covalent bond and explain why ionic compounds have high melting points. So thank you for watching Mutale TV. Hopefully next time you'll be with me as we dive deeper into this subtopic.